up, guys? Today's video is going to be about baby names. I've been waiting to do this video for a long time. I actually had planned to do this video either the day that they were born or a few days after. That was my plan, and then we ended up in the hospital and having the babies. So it's a month later, and now we're finally getting to the baby names we liked but did not use video. And I'm very excited about this video. It's one of my favorite videos to watch from other people to see what names that they liked and did not choose. So to start with, I'll go ahead and tell you, if you've not seen any of our videos and you haven't met our babies, go ahead and subscribe first. But this baby that I'm holding is Oliver, and this one is
Quinn.
So we came up with the name Quinn first, and then we came up with the name Connor. And baby Oliver here was Connor for a long time, not because we liked the name Connor, but because it went with Quinn really well. We were kind of going for an Irish name thing, and Quinn and Connor just worked. And so for a little while we called him Connor while he was still in the belly. And for Christmas, by Christmas, we had decided not to go with Connor anymore, but her mom didn't like that, so she went and got us, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Quinn Connor on there. We have to get that fixed. It's just an ornament. It says Twins 2016, and it says Quinn and Connor because her mom was trying to guilt us into keeping the name Connor. But
Because her husband came up with that name.
yeah, so Oliver had been discussed before, and I didn't like the name Oliver. And I was actually watching a Daily Bumps video, and their son is named Oliver. Obviously, you've probably seen them in their videos. But I heard them call him Ollie, and I liked that, and I thought the nickname for Oliver would be really awesome. And I'd always hated the fact that Connor didn't have a nickname, Con Man or C Man. I didn't like any of those nicknames. So Ollie and Quinn are the names we picked. So I'm going to start with the two names that I picked. If it was up to me, these are the names that they would be. And the two names that my wife, Rachel here, hated the most. So, and there was two for me, and there was two from her that she liked that I hated. It kind of worked out that way. So there's 5 names altogether. Or 10 names, 5 from each of us. But my first name, I came up with this name in like 2005. I decided that I liked the name Aiden. And I was going to name my son Aiden. And I was like, when I have a boy, if I have a boy or a girl, I didn't really care. I liked Aiden.
Aiden for a girl?
Yeah, I did. I really thought Aiden could be a girl name. So that was it. It was going to be Aiden. She hated it. She vetoed that name immediately. Also, it became really popular. And not just Aiden, but Braden, Caden, Jaden. It's on the end of everything. So she vetoed that name. That was absolutely not. The second name that I liked the most was Xander, as in
Hate it.
Alexander.
Worst name I've ever heard.
I've loved that name. I've been a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer since I was like 12. And if I could name my child Xander, I would have. She does absolutely not. I think, didn't you say one of your exes wanted to name him Xander?
No, his name was Alexander.
Oh, that was what it was. Well, yeah, I did not. There was no chance I was going to win that one. Okay, and the first 2 names that she liked that I hated, I know you remember them, but there's a list.
Of course. Bentley.
Bentley was an absolute no frickin' way.
Love it. It's obviously from Teen Mom.
I'm not
Macy's
a fan.
son's name is Bentley.
I'm not a fan of Teen Mom.
And then the
No
weird
offense
one.
if you are, but I do not like any of them, and I didn't want a name that came after a car. I didn't want Bentley, Chevy, Dodge, Ford,
Bentley's the cute kid on Teen
Toyota,
Mom.
Mercedes, Benz, BMW, Porsche. I didn't want none of them. None of those names. And then the next one, my whole family thought I came up with this one. Tell them what it is.
Dallas.
Dallas. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. Like, diehard Dallas Cowboy fan since I was like 6 years old. And we live in like Chicago suburbs, so obviously we're both Chicago Bears fans, but I was like, we're going to name one of them Chicago, one of them Dallas. She was like, no, Dallas is the name. And I was like, no. Like, I just couldn't picture it. I didn't.
I'm still sad that one of them's not Dallas.
Yeah, I'm very sad that one of them's not Aiden or Xander. So we're in the same boat, baby. So I don't know. I couldn't. It wasn't. It didn't fit for me. So the next name for me, she didn't hate it as much as she hated the first two, but she
Actually,
didn't.
I do.
Yeah, well, as much as the first two?
Yes.
Oh,
if
well,
not more.
I didn't. More?
Yes.
Well, this should have been at the top of the list. I didn't know that. We should have rehearsed this, I guess. Number 3 for me was Dean.
Ugh.
She doesn't like it.
Ugh.
I didn't come up with it because of the wrestler Dean Ambrose, but I just like the name Dean. It's a strong name, Dean.
It reminds me of that TV show.
What?
What's that celebrity who's her dad did like 90210?
I have no idea.
I can't remember, but her husband's name is Dean. He's very annoying.
She didn't like Dean. Your next one?
Kieran.
Kieran.
I got that one because somebody that I worked with named their son Kier,
Kier.
and I thought Kieran sounded pretty good.
Kieran was actually on the table for this one. So we stopped calling him Connor for a little bit and started calling him Kieran to see how it felt. Ultimately, we found that too many people said it sounded like Karen.
Yeah.
And it does, but it's also an Irish name, an Irish boy name. And I'm a huge fan of the MTV show Scream. I'm a very big fan of the Scream series. And there was a character on there named Kieran. And I never really liked his name. I never really liked him as a character. But she came up with it, and I considered it for a while, but it just didn't feel like... He didn't feel like he was a Karen. So...
He doesn't look like a Kieran.
He doesn't look like a Karen. I don't think he looks like a Connor. I think he looks like an Oliver to me. He's a little Ollie. A little buddy. So my 4th name is Desmond.
That one comes with fun stories.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stories about Desmond. But ultimately I came up with the name Desmond because I'm a CNA and I take care of old people, or people that are in rehab for hips and knees and joints and backs and stuff. And I take care of an older Irish guy, and his name was Desmond. And I thought he was a really cool resident, and I always loved his name, Desmond. I always thought it sounded like a strong name. She didn't think that it worked, so we'll just leave it at that. You're next. That's how it works.
My next name is Michael. Briefly considered that one.
We briefly considered Michael. That's her dad's name.
It is Quinn's middle name.
It ended up... It was always going to be a middle name if it wasn't a first name. We just decided against it. We decided we wanted something... Because it's like the most popular baby name for a boy for years. So we decided we wanted something different. So he's Quinn Michael. And Oliver is Oliver Lee. My middle name is Lee. So that's where Lee came from. It's a family name also. And my last one, number 5 for me, was Jackson. Jackson.
It's a good solid name. It's just way too popular.
It is very popular right now. Several different ways to spell Jackson. And if you combine all the different ways that it's spelled on the list of most popular baby names, it's definitely up there in the top.
I believe it is the number 1 baby name.
If you combine it together. Also, my friend had a baby, and they named him Jackson, and I didn't want to steal his name. So we decided against Jackson. And the last baby name, which was actually one of the first that we came up with, and ultimately decided against it.
It was our number 1 baby name for years.
It was the only boy name. If we had girls, there would be no video, really. We have a girl name picked out, and we do want to have another baby, so we're not going to tell that name, just in case we have one, and take away the excitement of getting to tell that. But when we found out we were having twins, we were like, well, if it's 2 girls, we're set. We already have a girl name that we know is a girl name, and we could definitely pick a second one. And then it was 2 boys, and we're like, well, we're screwed. We have no names because we had already given up on this name. So
final name is Knox.
Knox. Knox, as in like Knoxville. but not after Johnny Knoxville. Actually, after a football player that played for the Bears, and his last name was Knox. And I liked it. I liked the name. I liked the football player. He actually had to retire because he got hurt, so he doesn't play anymore. But I liked it. But it's a good name, but it feels more like a good name for like a character in a movie.
I still like it. It's still a good solid name.
It's not a good name for a baby.
No.
Like if she had birthed a 20-year-old boy, he could have been Knox. But can you see
Baby
a little
Knox?
baby Knox?
No, I don't see it.
No. It fit more with a character in a movie, and like the names we picked, I think are perfect. And let me tell you, we went over names for a long time. Ain't that right, buddy? You remember us talking about the names? No, that's okay. We did. I promise. But those are our names. Those are the names that we liked. I liked my names. She liked her names. But we didn't pick them. We ended up with Oliver and Quinn. Quinn and Oliver. So, I guess that's it. Those are our names. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. We muchly appreciate it. The boys always love it when we get new subscribers. And feel free to comment if you liked any of the names or if you thought any of the names were horrible, like, I don't know, Bentley or Dallas. Go for it, man. Let us know. Comment down below. Thank you for watching. Bye.